Okay, good morning students. Today you are to pass on to there is another topic, a leaf. Leaf is a very important part of this plant. It's very important. The root system is there, shoot system is there. Next one is another important is leaf. Leaf is nothing but yes, a green in color. In a plant, what is the structure of leaf? This one is a veins. This one is a midrib. Midrib. This one is margin. Totally, these are nothing but lamella. Lamina. The apex region, the edge is nothing but apex. This one is after this one is a stem portion is there. The stem portion, it will join with this one outgrowth is nothing but a petiole. Petiole. A petiole. This one is a leaf base. This one is a leaf base. Leaf base region is there. Lamina portion is there. And also the margin apex region is there. There are the three kinds of area it will present in a leaf. Okay, this is a leaf portion mostly present in a plants. Okay, next we pass on to what do you mean by the leaf. Leaf is a green in color. Leaf is a green in color and then flattened lateral outgrowth of the stem. It's a flattened structure and lateral outgrowth of this lateral outgrowth of this stem is nothing but leaf. Leaf is nothing but a green in color, and also there is a lateral outgrowth of the stem. Lateral outgrowth of the stem is nothing but leaf. Okay. In that leaf, what is the main function of leaf? The primary function is photosynthetic organ. It is a photosynthetic organ, and main site of this one, transpiration, it will occur. In this way, the photosynthesis occur. Photosynthesis. In a leaf, only the photosynthesis occur, and also transpiration, evaporation, transpiration, it will occur in this through this leaf only. Okay. Leaf is nothing but green in color. What is the structure? Green in color, and also there is a flattened outgrowth of the stem. Flattened lateral outgrowth of the stem is nothing but a leaf. And also the primary function, primary photosynthetic organ. It is a primary photosynthetic organ, and also there is a site of transpiration. Transpiration it will occur. Okay. Here in all the leaves of the plant, together is called phloem. What is the name is called? Phloem. What do you mean by phloem? Here all the leaves of the plant together is it called it as phloem. Phyllotaxy, there is, we will see later. What do you mean by phloem? Together all the leaves in a plant are together is said to be is phloem. Okay, the next one is, what are the characteristic features of leaf? What are the characteristic features of leaf? What are the characteristic features of leaf? Here, number of characters it will present in a leaf. First one is photosynthesis. There is the main function is photosynthesis, and transpiration it will occur. What are the characters it will present? Here, the leaf also having some of the appendages of this stem. There is a lateral appendage of the stem. That is a main characteristic features of stem. Lateral appendage. Lateral appendage of the stem, that is called, there is outgrowth, the lateral appendage of the stem. Lateral appendage. lateral appendage of the stem, and also they bear node of the stem. It will also having some of the node region, nodes. It will also go node, and internode also it will present. Node regions also present in the stem portion. Lateral appendages of the stem, nodes also present in the stem portion. These are the characteristic features, and also exogenous in origin. Exogenous, it is outgrowth. Exogenous in origin. Exogenous in origin, and also has limited growth. It also having some limited growth. Limited growth it will occur. Limited growth also it will occur, and it does not possess any apical bud. Does not possess any apical bud. It does not possess any apical bud. The lateral appendage of the stem it will present. Nodes also it will present in the stem. Exogenous in origin. Exogenous outside. Exo means outside. Exogenous position in origin. It also having some of the limited growth also it will occur, and also it does not have any apical bud also it will present. And also there are three main parts it will present, that is leaf base and petiole and lamina. That is called leaf base. There are three main parts it will present: leaf base, lamina and petiole. Petiole also there are the three parts it will present in a leaf. And also the lamina of the leaf. The lamina of leaf is mostly transversed. Some of the vascular bundles are present in that veins region is there, and also reticular venation, parallel venation also occur in this parts. The lamina portion. Lamina portion is nothing but there is a broader region of this plant, broader region of the leaf, that is called lamina portion. In that lamina, some of the veins also present in this region. Vascular bundles also it will present in this region. You can see the leaf portion. You can see there is a leaf, a tink of this plant part. There is a leaf. This area is nothing but petiole. This is nothing but a leaf, lamina portion. This region is nothing but lamina. A margin is there. This one is apex region, petiole region, leaf base region is there. Midrib region is also there. Lateral veins also it will present. In that region some vascular bundles also present. Here the stem portion is, this one is a stem portion. The petiole is, there is a bridge of this leaf base and stem portion. It will join with the help of this region in the stem portion. In this region some of the pulvinous regions also it will present. That is called pulvinous. It will join the portion. It will present in this region. This is the area is nothing but node region. Here some of the outgrowth also it will occur, that is called accessory buds. Some stipules also it will present in this region. Okay. Same way all the leaves also having this type of arrangement. Here in Azadirachta indica, the same way, this is the node region. Here also some of the leaves also it will present. There is a same opposite direction. The leaves are arranged. Leaves are arranged in opposite direction. Okay, you can see. Okay, in that leaf, in that leaf, the petiole, the node region also present, the stipules also present, stem portion is there, petiole, leaf base and midrib, apex region, lamina portions also there. Okay. Okay, these are the characteristic features, and leaf structure is there. What are the characteristic features of leaf? Lateral appendages of the stem, nodes also it will present, exogenous in origin, limited growth it will occur, does not possess any apical buds in a leaf. And also it have three main parts: leaf base, lamina and petiole. And also some of the veins it will present in this lamina portion. These are the characteristic features of leaf. Next we pass on to another one, the functions of leaf. What are the functions mostly present in a? Here also the primary function, secondary functions also there. Primary function, secondary functions also present in this one. First one, primary function. What do you mean by the primary function? There is a firstmost function is nothing but primary function. Here photosynthesis, that is the first one is photosynthesis. We already know something about photosynthesis. This is the main functions of leaf. and also transpiration. Transpiration evaporating the water molecule, that is called transpiration. And also gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange. There is the carbon dioxide. In a photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is entered inside this one. Oxygen molecules are outside. In a respiration process, oxygens are entered inside this one and carbon dioxide is released. There is a process, it will occur in a leaf with the help of stomata. Gaseous exchange, it will occur in these plants. These are the main, again there is a production of buds also there. Production of buds. Production of buds, it will protect the bud. It will protect the bud, and also conduction of water and minerals and dissolved solids. Conduction of water. Conduction of water and minerals. Water and minerals and solution. These are the main primary functions of leaf. Photosynthesis, the food material is prepared by the leaf only. Photosynthesis occur. Transpiration, the gaseous exchange, it will occur. Transpiration means the water evaporation, evaporate or removal of water molecule, that is called transpiration. And gaseous exchange, oxygen is intake of oxygen and release of carbon dioxide, or otherwise intake of carbon dioxide, release of oxygen in an photosynthesis. Then production of buds, it will protect the bud, it will cover the buds, and also conduction of water molecule and minerals. These are the main functions of main primary functions of leaf. Then second one is secondary function. In a function, primary function and secondary function is there. First one is primary function, second one is secondary function. Secondary function. In that secondary function, what are the activities mostly present in this secondary function? First one is storage. Storage. Already we studied the photosynthesis. Based upon the photosynthesis, some of the food materials are mostly produced. Some of the food materials are mostly stored in agave, and also some of the aloe vera agave. Some food materials are mostly stored in a leaf portion. Aloe and agave. These plants are mostly stored the food material in a leaf. And also protection. Protection of buds or anything, protection, it will give a protection to the plants. Opuntia, thorn-like structure, the leaves are modified into thorn-like structure. Argemone mexicana, it will give the protection. The leaves are give the protection and storage function. And also support. These are mostly used for supportive function. Support, gloriosa and nepenthes, these are giving a support, or otherwise it will attach to the any other substratum, then it will support, then it will grow. That is called a supporting function, it will occur, the secondary function. And also reproduction. Reproduction also involved in this, through this leaf. Bryophyllum is a good example. Bryophyllum, begonia, there is a zomia, these are comes under this reproduction process. With the help of leaf, it will produce another new plant, that is called reproduction. These are the main secondary functions of plant leaf. Storage function is there, protection is there, supportive function and reproduction also occur in this leaf. Okay, these are the secondary function, primary function and secondary function. Next we pass on to another one. These are the parts of leaf. Parts of leaf. What are the parts mostly present? There are three main parts are there. First one is leaf base. Leaf base and petiole. Third one is petiole and also lamina. These are the main parts present in this leaf. Leaf base nothing but, which one is leaf base? Here there is a stem portion. In this region, leaves are arranged. This is the area is nothing but the leaf base. What do you mean by petiole? This area is nothing but a petiole. Lamina is called, these are the portions are covered. Majority of area mostly covered by the lamina only. These are the parts mostly present in the leaf. One by one you got to see. In a leaf base, it is called as, there is a hypopodium. Hypopodium. Hypo means nothing but below, hypopodium. And petiole means nothing but mesopodium. Lamina, epipodium. There is another name. There is hypopodium, mesopodium and epipodium. Epipodium. Lamina is nothing but the epipodium. Mesopodium, hypopodium is there. What do you mean by first one? What is leaf base? Leaf base are nothing but this is the area mostly covered by the leaf base. There is attached to the, it's a part of the leaf mostly attached to the nodal region of the stem is called leaf base. A part of the leaf mostly attached to the base of the stem is called leaf base. In this region that is called leaf base, there is a petiole region. Here it will attach. Here this is the petiole region. There is a leaf base area is there. Some of the plants, the petiole is very long. Some of the plants, the petiole is very short or is not there. Here this is the leaf base also there. How the parts mostly attached to the stem portion, that is the region is called nodal region. Okay, the parts mostly parts of the leaf attached to the node of the stem is called leaf base, and pulvinous region also it will present in pulvinous. What do you mean by the pulvinous region? Pulvinous means here in a petiole region some of the outgrowth mostly occur. That is called pulvinous. That is nothing but a pulvinous region is the pulvinous region. In Tamil, Adaipu. In Tamil, Adaipu is there. That is called pulvinous. Okay, pulvinous in a leguminous plants. In a leguminous plants, leaf base become very broad and swollen. Leaf base is very broad and swollen. That the area is nothing but, that the condition is nothing but pulvinous. In the nodal region, some of the swollen is mostly occur, that the area is nothing but pulvinous. Okay. Here the leaf base become broad and swollen. It is known as pulvinous. Example, Clitoria, Lablab, Dolichos lablab, Cassia, then Putea. Then seething leaf base in some of the monocots plants. Some of the monocots plants, many monocot families, Araceae, Ericaceae, Musaceae and Gingiberaceae, Poaceae. Ericaceae, then Musaceae, Poaceae in a rice plant, Musaceae in banana plant, Ericaceae. These are the families mostly comes under this. In a monocots family, this seething leaf base also occur. The leaf base extends into a sheath and glaps in a pot. These are mostly present in this type of families only. Okay, leaf base are nothing but this, the leaf, the part of the leaf mostly attached to the nodal region. That in the nodal region of the stem is called leaf base. It mostly pulvinous regions also it will present in this nodal region. Then next we pass on to petiole region. Petiole is nothing but that the area it will present. Here there is a leaf edge and also the base. This is the protrudence or otherwise a line like structure is there, that is called, that is nothing but, this is the part is nothing but petiole. A long stem like structure is there, that is called petiole. A petiole is mostly a bridge between stem and lamina. A stem portion is there. A stem portion and lamina portion is there. From that one there is a lamina portion. The bridge between a stem portion and lamina portion is called petiole. That is the portion is called petiole. In a pitcher plant, its leaf stalks it will present and cylindrical, subcylindrical or mostly flattened structure it will present in this petiole. And also leaf with the petioles are said to be petiolate. The leaf it will present here in a leaf portion it will present means that is petiolate. A petiole it will present, that is called petiolate. There is no petiole it will present, only the leaf base it will attach to the stem portion, that is called extubulate. That is the condition is called nothing but extubulate region is there. Okay. Extubulate, petiole, leaf with the petiole are said to be petiolate. Ficus, hibiscus it will occur, or less leaves without petiole is said to be sessile. Is it present in calotropis, extubulate or sessile? Petiole or sessile. Sessile is there. Sessile. There is no petiole it will present. petiole is present, there is a petiolate. There is no petiole present in the plant, that is called sessile. In a Calotropis it will present. The next we pass on to lamina. Lamina region, there is a portion of leaf portion. Leaf portion is there. Mostly expanded flat green portion. Expanded flat green portions mostly present in the leaf is blade or lamina. It is called blade or otherwise lamina. It's a site of photosynthesis. The lamina is nothing but a site of photosynthesis. A gaseous exchange it will occur. Transpiration also occur. Some of the metabolic process, photosynthesis, transpiration, gaseous exchange, and some of the metabolic activities also occur in this region. And numerous lateral veins and vessels are mostly present in this region. So some of the venation also present in the leaf portion. Shape, margin and structure, texture and color and venations also it will occur in this lamina portions. These are the parts mostly present in this region. Next we see the stipules. What are stipules? Already studies the stipules. These are the parts mostly present. There are three parts: leaf base, there is a hypopodium, and also petiole, there is a mesopodium, and also there is another one is lamina, there is a epipodium. Then stipules. Stipules are nothing but the most dichotomous plants. The stipules are mostly present in stipules. These are mostly present in dicot plants. Dicot plants. The leaf bears one or two lateral appendages called stipules. Here some of the one or two appendages. Appendages are mostly present in a leaf base. There is a petiole. In this area, some of the appendages it will present. That is a structure is nothing but a stipule. That is a structure is nothing but stipules it will present. One or two lateral appendages are called stipules. Leaves without stipules is nothing but exstipulate. Exstipulate. There is no stipules it will present. That is called exstipulate. There is no stipules it will present. That is called exstipulate. In some monocots it will present. That is additional growth it will occur. Present between the leaf base, lamina, and also it will present the leaf base and lamina. It is called ligule. Present between the leaf base and lamina, it is called ligule. What do you mean by the ligule? Lamina, it will present between the leaf base and lamina. There is a part is nothing but ligule. Ligule is that. Okay, main function of this that stipules are ligule is nothing but leaf in the bud it will contain leaf, it will protect the buds, protect the buds is very important. Okay. Then next we pass on to venation. Here venation, next we pass on to venation. Venation is nothing but there is a network of structure or parallel venation or veins or arrangement of veins, that is called venation. Arrangement of veins. Here the leaf is there. In this region, midrib is there. How the veins are arranged in a parallel manner or otherwise reticulate venation or reticulate network like structure is there. That is a type of venation is nothing but that the type of veins. Arrangement of veins is nothing but venation. Here some of the plants, the veins are arranged in a parallel manner. That is called parallel venation. This one is a network like structure. That is a reticulate venation. This one is a reticulate venation. This one is parallel venation. That is arrangement of veins. Arrangement of veins. Arrangement of veins is nothing but venation. Okay. Here, venation, arrangement of veins and veinlets on the leaf blade or lamina. Arrangement of veins or veinlets in a lamina or blade is nothing but venation. Here, veins are mostly contain some of the vascular bundle. Inside this, some vascular bundles also it will present in a veins. Vascular bundles are present inside this one, and these vascular bundles are mostly mostly used for the conduction of water molecule and the conduction of food material. Vascular bundles, xylem, phloems are there. Okay. Then next, there are two types of venation is there: parallel venation and reticulate venation. In that parallel venation, mostly it will occur in monocots plants. Monocot, the parallel venation, it will occur rice, grass, or palm tree, coconut tree, anything is there. This type of venation mostly occur in a monocot. In a reticulate venation, in a dicot families, dicot plants, the reticulate venation mostly occur. There are two types of venation. There is reticulate venation. Another one, parallel venation. There are two types. Reticulate venation is there, parallel venation is there, monocots. Okay. Next one is, what is another type of venation? Reticulate venation. Again it will divide it into some categories. Pinnately reticulate venation and palmately reticulate venation is there. Pinnately reticulate venation. Here in a reticulate venation, a prominent midrib also present there. In a center, a prominent midrib also present. It also having several outgrowth. From the midrib, there is number of lateral outgrowths or lateral veins are mostly, secondary, tertiary veins are mostly arising from the midrib region. That is called a reticulate venation. A network structure is present. And also pinnately reticulate venation. Another one is in a reticulate venation, pinnately reticulate venation. Another one is palmately reticulate venation is there. Pinnate and palmate. What do you mean by pinnate reticulate venation? Only one midrib is present in a center. Pinnately reticulate venation, only one midrib is present in a center. After that, which forms many lateral branches to form a network-like structure, it will present. That is called pinnately reticulate venation. Here there is one midrib. After that, there are number of veins it will present. A network-like structure it will present. That is called pinnately reticulate venation. The next one is palmately reticulate venation. Two or more principal veins it will present. Here there is a number of veins it will present in a center. Number of principal veins arising from a simple point and they proceed outgrowth. There is outwards or upwards, downwards, outwards or upwards. That is called palmately reticulate venation. Two or more principal veins it will present, form a single point and they proceed outwards or upwards. Again it will divide it into two types, palmately reticulate venation. Again it will two types, divergent and convergent. Divergent and convergent. What do you mean by divergent? Divergent means nothing but it will diverge or otherwise it will go any other sides. It will separate. Mostly divergent type is all principal veins are mostly originate from the base and diverge from one another towards the margin of the leaf, as in Cariga papaya. In papaya plants you can see the leaf. All the veins are mostly arised from the base of the leaf. Then these are mostly towards the margin. That is called a divergent. Then convergent. Here the veins converge to the apex to the leaf. It converges the apex of the leaf. That is called convergent. As in Indian palm, gingibus, bay leaf. These are called it as convergent. Palmately reticulate venation is there. Next we pass on to parallel venation. In that parallel venation, here the same way in a parallel venation, pinnately parallel venation is there. Palmately parallel venation. In that palmately parallel venation, again there are two types, divergent and convergent. There are two types of leaf arrangement it will present. What do you mean by parallel venation? We already studied. There is a parallel. Veins are mostly arranged in a parallel manner. That is called parallel venation. In a rice plant, this type of venation is there. In Musa, this type of parallel venation also present. In Musa paradisiaca, this type of venation also occur in there. That is a parallel venation. Here, it will run parallel. It will run parallel in mostly it will present in monocot plants. Again, these are classified into pinnately parallel venation, palmately parallel venation. Here, pinnately parallel venation, unicostate there. Pinnately parallel venation, nothing but uni means single. Unidirectional, unicostate. Here, there is a prominent midrib is present. In a center, a prominent midrib also it will present. Prominent midrib it will present. Many veins are mostly run parallel to each other. These many veins are mostly parallel to each other. This type of arrangement is nothing but a parallel venation. Mostly in monk and gingiber officinalis, these are the plants mostly it will present. This type of pinnately arranged parallel venation. And palmately parallel venation, several veins are mostly arise from the tip of the petiole. Here, base of the region is there. Several veins are mostly arranged from the tip of the petiole region and diverge towards the petioles. Tip of the petioles run parallel to each other. That is called palmately parallel venation. Again, it will divide it into two types. First one is divergent and convergent. What do you mean by divergent? Here, all principal veins are mostly originated from the base and diverge. All the veins are mostly present or arise from the base of this region, towards the main part, margin, and run palmately, fan palm and boraces, piliferosus. These are the good example for that palmately parallel venation of divergent. The next one is convergent type. All parallel veins. Here there is all parallel veins, or otherwise all the principal veins are run parallel to each other from the base of the lamina and join at the apex region. These are mostly joined at the apex region. Base of all the veins are mostly arise from the base of the region and join at the apex region. Some of the plants it will go for, here the midrib is there. The parallel veins it will go for various region. Divergent region, there is no network like such is there. This type of divergent, this is called divergent. This is nothing but convergent. Here the base of the veins mostly toward the margin of the apex region. Here the margin region only. Apex region, here margin region is there. That is all principal veins in a parallel to each other, run parallel to each other from the base of the lamina and join at the apex region, as in bombox, mori, rice, water hyacinth. These are the good example for that plants. Okay, thank you students.